Hi, my name's Barry Crampton. Today I want to kind of tell you a little bit about me. You may know me, or you may have seen things on Twitter or YouTube that I'm an EV FUD. I hate EVs. I'm spreading misinformation, when really all I'm trying to do is get EVs to sell properly in the motor trade, because at the moment they're not. They're ruining the motor trade. I want to stop all the lies. I want to stop websites claiming that they're a single point of truth, when in fact they've got several presenters and not one of them can agree on where an EV reaches the point of carbon neutrality with a nice car. Let me tell you a bit about myself. So first of all, the first thing you'll notice is Barry the EV hater has got an EV which he loves. I mean, this car, Citroen Ami, it's just fantastic for me. It's fantastic for me getting to work. And I'll just show you. It has got a diesel heater, by the way. The Citroen Ami is perfect. It's a little bit too hot in the summer sometimes, although when you move in and you've got the windows up, you're getting a fair old breeze. And this other thing I've fitted also gives me air circulation as well. So in the winter, the car is virtually unusable. When it's raining, it's virtually unusable. It steams up inside, you can't see a thing, and you can't get rid of it. It's got a little fan here, stroke heater. It's worse than useless. So I wanted to be able to use this vehicle all around, because it's perfect. As I say, I work 4 miles away. This electric vehicle, I'm going to call it a car, because it really winds one person up that watches all my videos and hangs on every tweet. So it's actually a quadricycle, but everybody refers to a car except this one person who it really annoys. So this is my electric car.
So this is a small car.
Now I'm just going to show you. So if we go here, go into my Citroen Ami, Thermo Connect, you'll see their heater, 35 degrees, that's too hot, so I'm going to turn it down to 30. So fan 30 degrees, click on there, save, click on, confirm action, OK, heater waiting, heater on. Now because I like using this so much, you'll see there, that is my little control, that is the Bluetooth control. So this is for my heater, which I've had fitted. Over here, that tells me what percentage battery life I've got left in the 100 amp leisure battery that I've had fitted in the back. So I'll just show you this. It's a little diesel heater. Oops, I've got rubbish in here. So just there, that's to the leisure battery. So that can charge off the main traction battery when I'm driving. Where's it all fitted? There we go. You'll probably be able to hear that there, but that's my diesel tank under there. So it's an electric car with an exhaust and a diesel heater. This is it. It's absolutely brilliant. It's perfect for me going to work, coming back, going into town, doing errands. I can park anywhere. There you go. I like music. I've got my Cobra dash cam there. which is brilliant. It's forward and rear facing, so it shows you what's happening in the cabin. And there you go, I've got my Apple CarPlay too. I've also got, I've left it switched on, but a Bluetooth speaker. So when I go to, so we'll pause that. You'll hear the heater going. Click drive down here, and away we go. Vehicle's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. As I say, for running around town, you'll notice that shaking a bit. It's only held in with a temporary cup holder. The other thing I would say as well, if you're having trouble with the sound, just go to the bottom, click on the settings button on YouTube and click stable sound. That seems to improve it. People say I should get a mic. Honestly, I've got these. I've got thousands of pounds worth of microphones, and for some reason just lately YouTube has started turning the volume down. Never had any trouble before, so I am researching, trying to make it better. Right, so about me, I've been in the motor trade for when I left school. I used to clean cars at a garage, and I've been in the motor trade ever since, and I'm 66 and retiring very shortly. Now, I really I've had some very bad times in the motor trade and some very good times, and over the years it's averaged out, and it's just a little bit better than being horrendous all the time. I've enjoyed it. I've had, you know, when I look back, I've had some fantastic times, some great fun. I love the motor trade, and as I've said before, the motor trade is a great leveler, because if you're good at it, you can be reasonably uneducated like myself, but make as much money as somebody who's been to university, studied for 5 years, and as I say, it's a leveler. Because the good thing, when you can sell, I know there's somebody else who is in the motor trade and is a graduate. I worked with one who was a very, very clever lad, but you know what? He never sold as many cars as me. So you've either got it or you haven't. I don't think being a salesman can be. I don't think being a good salesman, I don't think it can be taught. I think you're either born with it or you're not. I think I was born with it, and I was lucky. So I feel for people now who can't get other jobs, and I mean, in all honesty, you know, if I wasn't in the motor trade, I'd probably be serving at McDonald's or whatever. Having said that, I'm not having to go at people who are serving at McDonald's, because they're working. You know, they're doing the best. Like anybody, they're doing the best. They've got a job. They're trying to support the family. They're trying to better themselves. So that's all good. I'm not having to go. But that's what I'd be doing if I wasn't in the motor trade. And I've had some extremely good jobs in the motor trade. I've been lucky enough to travel all over the world, really, due to the motor trade. It's been great for me. So, over my career, diesels came in. You know, we were selling petrol, diesels came in. Did we go, oh, diesel's going to kill the motor trade, oh, get rid of them, let's release a load of misinformation about them, let's put everybody off them? No. What we did, we had demonstrators, we went round to local firms, we had open nights, and we got people out in demonstrators, in diesel demonstrators. People used to say, diesels, they're smelly and they're slow and they make a noise. So when their petrol car came in for a service, guess what our courtesy cars were? They were diesels. There you go, Mr. Customer. car will be ready tonight. Here's the keys to car on the forecourt. It's a diesel. In those days, preheat. You had to turn the key for 10 seconds, preheat it till it starts. All you have to do. They come back at night. Oh, diesel. It's not too bad, is it? No. Ooh, not too bad, is it? And before long, they started catching on, and then they overtook petrol. They became more popular. They got better and better. Now that's how EVs should have been introduced. Not all this crap that they come out with about, you know, cheap to charge and this, that and the other. When they are cheap to charge from home, but they're not cheap to charge on places like here. So, you know, that's misinformation. It's partial information. It's not true. It's not the overall picture. It's not the overall picture that EVs will do 100,000 miles on the discs without wearing them out. That is not the overall picture. Tyres 45,000 miles. No. All you're doing is setting yourself up to fail. That's creating buyer's remorse. And this, in my opinion, is why EVs are failing at the moment. Because the people like the fully charged show, electric everything, all the shills. Hi, could I have a large blonde roast latte? I have my own cup.
A large blonde roast latte, you got your own cup?
That's correct.
Yeah, and would you like any food item for that? Maybe a blueberry muffin?
It sounds very good, but not today, thank you.
No worries, just remember from this.
Okay, see you in a bit. Right, that's a classic example of upselling properly. You know, you've sold a car. Do you want a warranty, sir? This young lady, you want a coffee? Obviously, you need a muffin to go with that. Hi.
Wow.
Thank you. So, classic example of selling and how to do it properly. So, as I was saying before, if I wasn't a salesman, I'd end up working here, and hopefully I will be doing my job properly like this young lady, trying her best, doing her very, very best in the job that she's been given. I've come for a coffee, you try and upsell, brilliant. What do you do when you go for an EV? You go in a showroom, there's somebody sat in the corner. They know now, because it's drummed into them, that it's going to be trouble. Then it's going to be hard work. They're hardly selling. They're going to have to give them away. If they give them away, what does that mean? It means they're not going to make commission. So they'll just be on a standard bonus. It'll, you know, they'll be on like 50, 100 quid a car for selling an EV, a standard fee, because there's no profit in it, but they've got to sell them. So they have to be incentivized. Thank you very much. See you later. Bye-bye. They have to be incentivized. Now that's the first. That's what the first place they've gone wrong. If you have to incentivize a salesman and give them a standard commission, you are going to fail, because they want to earn money. They want to earn as much as they possibly can. That's what they're in the job for. They're not in the job. They're not going to work for aggravation all the time, and to be getting told off for not selling enough cars. We've got to hit the ZEV mandate. It's got to be done. There's no choice. Otherwise, it's going to cost you £15,000. If they were to be selling EVs properly on features and benefits, like this. Anything above this is more than I need, really, except when I'm going, I don't know, when I'm going for a few hundred miles away. But I've also been using a Jag I-Pace. The Jag I-Pace is perfect for me. I think it was 200 and something miles. Goes down when you put your heater on, of course, or wipers or anything else. But again, it was good enough for me. With the charging infrastructure there, it's no real problem. Like they'll charge up to 80% in 30-40 minutes these days. Why would you need anything else? So why can't they sell them? Why can't they sell them? Well, I think they can't sell them because of the people who bought them first. They're obnoxious. The EV shills, they're obnoxious. The people who repair them, they're obnoxious. If you don't agree with what they want you to think, or if what they want you to drive, if you don't agree with that, you must be mental. You must be off your meds. You must be odd. You must be a fud. You must be a dinosaur. It's just unbelievable. And unless these people snap out of it, then EVs aren't going to catch on and the motor trade is going to die. In order for them at the moment to sell or to reach the percentage of EVs that they need to get the target ZEV mandate, they're having to stop selling petrols and diesels. The percentage isn't increasing. The supply is decreasing. They are limiting supply. I mean, it's just crazy. But here, let's just, I'll put my glasses on. So, for instance, it's strange that somebody can be CEO of Aston Martin 1 minute, introducing, we'll make 7 new cars and one of them will be a hideous SUV. Well, Aston Martin boss Andy Palmer hits back at doubters, BBC News. So he's hitting back at doubters there on Aston Martin Valkyrie. We go to Electric Vehicles UK now. There we see Dr. Andy Palmer. Quentin Wilson. He's an EV advocate now. Before he was petrol. Dan Caesar, I've no idea who he is. I know he's a bit mouthy, but there you go. Ginny Buckley. But then he leaves Aston Martin. What happens when he leaves Aston Martin? He becomes 45 years in the auto business, proud to launch iconic cars as CEO of Aston Martin and COO of Nissan, including Valkyrie and Leaf. I'd keep the Leaf bit quiet if I were you, Andy. Now on a mission to help the planet. So he introduced 7 new models of Aston Martin, but now, when he's not at Aston Martin anymore, he's on a mission to help the planet. I mean, the whole thing's just ridiculous. Why won't they sell? Inconvenience? Or is it because they're being told to buy them? It's being forced down your flipping throat all the time. You've got to have one of these. You'll have to change by 2030. There won't be any more petrols by 2030, or petrols on their own. Right at this moment, EVs are being registered right, left and centre, and they have been discounted massively. It's the Citroen Ami. sights you see when you haven't got your gum. So I'm not an EV hater. I just don't like liars. I really don't like liars. And I really don't like them saying that there's one point of truth when it's obvious there's not. I don't like people like everything electric. Somebody's trying to do... See, what needs to happen is they keep doing these surveys on people, and the survey goes out to people who watch the fully charged show and electric everything and all the other EV things. And when you see the comments when you see the replies, it's unbelievable, because they are almost brainwashed. It's a cult. They are evangelists. It's scary. It really is scary. For instance, I not fell out with them because I've never been friends with them, but Everything Electric, they were publicising a survey that said there's like 1% will go back to ICE cars. That's rubbish. It's absolutely rubbish. And you know, if you go through, if you go through the vehicles for sale, for instance, there was only 20,000, well 19,000 and something for sale about 3 weeks ago. Now there's 25,799. They're all building up. So they're saying EVs are stabilising it and going up, and they're flying off the shelves. Well, they're just not. They're just not. This is a trade site. Buy now, 23,000. Now cap clean there is 24,200. So the buy now price is £1,200 underneath cap clean. But the highest offer they've had is 20,100. That's 4,100 under cap clean. Next one, buy now 24 grand. Cap clean is 24,650. The buy it now price is 650 under cap clean. The highest offer they've had is 22,050. 2,400 under cap clean. The next one, buy now 26 grand. Cap clean 26,950. So the buy now price is £950 under cap clean. The highest offer 25 grand, 1950 under cap clean. You know, these are lines. I'm not cherry picking them. The line after line of cars. Buy now 20 grand, cap clean 21,100, 1,100 under cap clean, buy it now. But highest offer 19,700. Next one, 27 grand, buy it now. Cap clean 25,700. You know, highest offer 24,855. Buy now 10,400. Cap clean 10,600. Highest offer 9,800. Buy now 18 grand. Cap clean 19,250. Highest offer 17,600. Buy now 16,500. Cap clean 17,400. Highest offer 15,750. Buy now 24,500. Cap clean 23,500. Highest offer 21,560. These are all dealers bidding against each other to buy stock that's supposed to be supposedly flying off the shelves, and good stock and selling like nobody's business. Buy now 23 grand. Cap clean 24,200. Highest offer 20,100. 3,100. Buy now 24 grand. Cap clean 24,650. Highest offer 22,050. Buy now 26. Cap clean 26,950. Highest offer 25,000. Absolute rubbish. There's more misinformation coming out of the EV brigade. Then I don't know what. It's more likely the thing that's damaging EV sales is the people who've bought them, gone to trade them in, the dealer won't take them back, so they've sent them to We Buy Any Car. We Buy Any Car have bid them in the nuts. They've lost an absolute fortune and they've gone back to ICE. And then they go down the pub at night and tell the mates that they've lost an absolute arm and a leg on this fantastic new technology EV that they've bought. and then word gets round like that. And it's not misinformation. I know usually guys down the pub, and it's a friend of a friend, but when it's the actual person who's got an EV and he's telling you, I'll finish on this. Again, all the EV people, set up, he's a liar, he's got his cousin to send an inquiry in. But we've got this inquiry today. Cross my heart, hope to die. Grosvenor Garage, part exchange inquiry. I'll cut all this out later. But you'll see there, the inquiries on our Land Rover Discovery 3 litre SDV6 GS. What part exchange have they got? They've got a VW ID3. That's the part exchange. So they want to change the electric vehicle for a 3 litre diesel. That's the state of the market. It's the truth. I like EVs. I'm not an EV hater, but I just hate people like that who can't accept any other way, who are being... This salesman these days, you'll see it yourself. Don't take my word for it. Go in your local dealership. I mean, to be honest, I might go in. I might go on mystery shopping, because I used to do mystery shops, and you were amazed, because then I'd see the reports, and I remember sitting there and I worked for a website company for a very short while, and the owner, who was a very nice switched on guy, called us in. The website's just not working for us. We're not getting the inquiries. Things are dire. Can you come and see us? I can't, it's a waste of money, this website. So I went to see them. My boss, who owned the website company, he sent me. So I'm sat in the showroom waiting for the boss to finish with his previous appointment. 2 salesmen and a secretary. Secretary takes a call. Hello, yeah, okay. I'll just put you through to one of our salesmen now. Hold the line. Or when I used to work at Ian Anthony, we used to have a lovely receptionist. She was so nice, so lovely, and she used to she'd answer the phone and she'd go, "I'll just put you through to a salesman now," and then she'd go, "Putting you through," and the whole line of salesmen, as soon as she said it, everybody would go, "Putting you through," and as I say, she was lovely. So I'm sat in the showroom, "Putting you through." And the salesman picks up the phone. He's there, real pointy shoed, which I hate. If you're not wearing brogues in the showroom, then you don't deserve a job. If you've got white socks on in the showroom, you don't deserve a job. If you've got no socks in the showroom, you need taking around the back and you need taking around the back. So. Salesman picks the phone up and he's there. He's got a phone on he's on his swivel chair and he's like going backwards and forwards. Yeah. No, we haven't got one of them. No. All right. Thanks, buddy. Puts the phone down. No opportunities to do business, Buck. No taking it. Well, sorry. What's your name? What's your number? It's amazing how you learn lessons and never forget them. And salesman's tricks, a simple thing. Of course, you've got caller display now. None of that when I first started. And not only that, but the garage I worked at got a salesman. And I'd had no proper sales training. I'd just gone into it and it was like all kind of natural what I did, just trying to help people. This salesman came in, and I'll always remember him. He was called Jerry Forshaw. But one of the first things he did when he was there, he took a sales call, and he said to the guy, he says, "Listen, we're just having a bit of trouble with our phones. Just give us your telephone number in case we got cut off, and I'll call you back." And of course, the guy at the other end gives him his telephone number, and then that's it. He's a prospect, and he's going to get pestered for life. But this guy in the showroom these days, call a display, emails, website, never even asked him for his name or number. Another call come through. Same thing, the other guy gets it, it's his turn. Yeah, no, we've nothing now. No, that one's gone, I'm sorry. And this happened about 4 times. And I went in, but the boss comes out, right, come in Barry, let's and he goes on and he's telling me we're not getting any inquiries from your website, it's just not working. I said okay, I said I'll tell you what, let's just do an experiment. Do you have a log? Do you have a call log, a showroom log, an opportunities to do business book? Well, we've got a log, yeah. So right, well, let's have the salesman's logs. Goes and gets them. Calls aren't on. You know, I mean, unless you get these salesmen these days to do the flipping job properly, to get out, get bums on seats, let cars come in. They should be having open weekends like we did, barbecues, cars out to firms. You know, when Vauxhall, every demonstrator, we used to have to keep a logbook, who it was out to, and you had to do so many miles, who it was out to, how long, what they think, what was your contact, and so on. We used to go around industrial estates. I'll do another blog on my first introduction to cold calling and prospecting. But unless they do this, people just want to sit on Facebook these days and do nothing. They just want to do nothing. In fact, I'll tell you what. Let me just get this. We'll get this. Get my heater on. I'll just show you around here. Hopefully my batteries won't run out. Car City. And we'll just say Mercedes-Benz at Preston. What are those? Those look like all EVs to me. They really do. Toyota Vantage Garage. They look pretty much. I mean, just look at this. When you think every one of these things, blooming, is going down every month without fail. Just how much money is involved here. RX 500H. Pre-approved. Well, the motive about Toyota not having very many EVs. So that's Toyota. Then we've got up here Cupra. Skoda started selling post office vans now. The only thing that will be keeping these garages going now at the moment with them restricting the sale of new petrol and diesel cars, the only thing that will be keeping them going at the moment is used car sales. That's all they can do. It just must be horrific. I mean, I used to love the new car. Well, I liked Mercedes when I was at Mercedes. I thrived on it, loved it. But just look at these. The stock control on these now must be it must be scary. Absolutely scary. Renault Scenic E-Tech 100%. Well, that's a hideous car. Looks like all the others. All the others. It just looks like it's been designed by the person who designed the Peugeots, the Skodas, the VWs. Look at these e-trons. Look at all flipping heck. E-trons. Just imagine all these going out of business. There's another kind of site on the other side of Preston, and wow. Just look at all these. That is just scary. But the funny thing is, there's all these lovely Mercs here costing hundreds and thousands of pounds, and all the staff have just come to the window to watch and photograph my little Citroen Ami. It's just crikey, look at these. By the way, my Webasto heater has just reached 28 degrees. It's like a greenhouse in here. So anyway, there you go. I'm gonna try and make a vlog out of this ramble and not knock this chap down. don't know how it's going to go. I'll see you in the next video. Ta-ra.